Chrissy Swan Show. Chrissy's Clickbait.
Finally, proof of life. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce have stunned diners in Philadelphia as they break cover for first time in 2 months.
I wonder if she did this just to let everyone know she's all right.
I've studied these photographs.
And horrific floral arrangements in the restaurant.
Terrible. But you know what? In America, particularly in not New York City,
Zero taste.
the cafes are revolting.
Terrible. Even LA, most of the interiors are grim.
What are they thinking? Like, come on.
I think they think that looks good. I find that, sweeping statement, I find a lot of their fashion not great either.
I love how you're really nervous to say
Well,
that.
I just know people want to be outraged by everything, but Aussies,
But the interiors
way
are
better.
just beyond. It's
Yeah.
disgusting. Betty Blanco, who caught up with Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel when they were in LA a couple of weeks ago, was saying that, have you got great... Because he's never been to Australia, can you believe?
oh wow.
Too far, and he's scared of flying.
Oh, that first class flight must be really tough.
Well, if you're scared of flying, even though
Yeah.
you're in a cabin or whatever, you're in the air.
You're still
Not
scared.
good. But he's like, tell me about the cafes. Apparently, every cafe is the best cafe you've ever been to. And that makes sense to
It
me
does.
because cafes in America are disgusting.
Compared to theirs. Hey, I do, after you've mentioned that you've studied the photo, I do like what Trav's doing with his hair, do you? He's grown it out a bit.
What era is it? It's something. It's like a bum part and bangs.
It's almost like a little bit Tom Cruise-y, the front. I don't know.
Yes.
Do you think she's pregnant, though? You did say at the end of last week you think she is.
I don't think so. She's getting a little bit of fat nose. Which is...
What is
Which is-
fat nose?
Oh, it's a very
I've got one.
specific pregnancy thing where your nose just gets fat.
I have not heard about this.
Well, maybe it's just something that I've noticed. I wouldn't mind finding out, really,
Yeah.
from our listeners. We might ask tomorrow.
Yeah. Or after 3 o'clock if we've got some room. I really want to deep dive on fat nose.
Yeah, because fat nose was the first sort of, outward sign before you're showing.
Yeah,
You get
okay.
a big, fat, shiny honk, like a beak.
Well-
Anyway, they look very happy and relaxed.
Swanee, I've been pretty invested in the It Ends With Us saga and the drama. And I think at the end of last week, after we got off air, Taylor Swift was subpoenaed.
I can't believe that.
Yeah, because...
That was the final nail in that friendship coffin, by the way.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
You can't come back from that.
No, sorry, Blake, it's over, babe.
no.
But I love her people gave a statement, which is rare. Rarely do they come out and slam stuff, but they
Yeah.
said her only involvement with the film was allowing the licensing of this song.
Yeah, she
which,
never set foot on the set.
No, 19 other artists allowed their songs to be used, and they also said her rep that she never gave notes, which Blake said she did. Blake, remember in those texts? Blake
Yes.
said Tay said this, so I think Blake could be a liar.
Oh, my God. It's just getting so gross and scary.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
I reckon a whole lot of mums have still got dishes to do after Mother's Day. But tomorrow is a new day and it's nearly here.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
Thoughts and prayers for Bindi Irwin. My God. No, don't panic. She's not dead. God, it sounds like she's... Anyway, they've got that big gala event, the Steve Irwin Gala every year. And they
Yeah.
all get gussied up.
They do it over in the States though, right?
Yes, they do. And it's a really big deal. Terry wears a khaki gown. I think they still wear khaki. Anyway.
Although Robert nowadays, after his I'm a Celeb hosting duties and walking the runway and stuff, he's often in a suit,
Yeah, he's styling.
which I like.
He's got a bow tie on in this photograph.
He's
What's your take on bow ties? Are they coming
Love
back?
a bow tie.
Do you?
Love it.
Even if it's not like a black tie?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
I love a bow tie.
Reminds me of Teddy Ruxpin, that toy from the 80s that would talk. Hello, how are you? Anyway, big gala event. Everyone was there. Bindi was like, I don't know, I don't feel great. And Terry rushed to the hospital. Ruptured appendix. That's a really dangerous thing.
That's and properly painful, right?
Yes, you get really, really sick. And once it, because you're sick enough if it's just inflamed, but for it to explode, yikes.
Ow. So did Terry skip it as well?
Yes. And she said, I never skip this. How dare you?
Barb, you're on your own here. He would have had 3 handlers to
Take
ensure.
my notes! Take my notes!
Don't say anything off script.
Hey, speaking of off script, Roni, which is a term I've only just heard, Real Housewives of New York. If I ever watched television, I would absolutely be totally across that.
Yes, Roni, the initial 5-6 seasons of Real Housewives of New York City were 10 out of 10.
And that was the first. Well, oh no, Orange County, I think it was first.
I think it was the second. It was the second. And
Yeah.
Ramona Singer and Bethany Frankel, completely unhinged, unbelievable television.
Yeah. Well, it's Julia Fox has weighed in on the future of this franchise. She's not very hopeful for it. And also, she was pursued to be one of the Real Housewives of New York. Now, if you're worried about, oh my God, who is she? She gave us this.
Uncut Gems.
Right.
And the muse behind Uncut Gems.
And she famously dated Kanye West,
Correct. God, she got out of that.
didn't she?
Holy crap. Anyway, this is what she has to say about Real Housewives of New York.
They fully wanted me to be on Roni. Like, I did an interview for it, everything. And then I had this moment where I was like, honestly, I don't even think that I can save that franchise. Like, what kind of TV am I going to give you? Like, I'm not like rich and outrageous like that. I want to see out of touch women say crazy, out of touch stuff. Me and my generation were too trained.
Yeah. I
spot on.
absolutely agree. But I love how she said, even I can't save that rabbit. Like, I can save everything, but not that.
She's spot on. And her take on a lot of hot topical things on TikTok is often spot on. Like, you wouldn't expect it from her, but I'm like, wow, you've got a really good view of life and the world. You get it.
I think she's quite smart.
Yeah. Well,
And
I think,
even she can't save it.
well, and I think they've taken it off the air.
Yeah.
Roni.
Well, the problem is she's right. The whole joy of that franchise, even here in Australia, the first cast of the Real Housewives of Melbourne, they just didn't know what they were getting into.
No.
So it was like shocking and funny.
It was so great.
Yeah. And now, I don't know.
The death of reality TV, it's coming.
Yeah.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel are up next. Have a beautiful night, Swanee. I'll see you tomorrow.
See ya.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.